Hi, I'm Naomi with Sword and Steele, and today I will be breaking open the 2-player box kit, Blood of the Phoenix for Warhammer 40k by Games Workshop. Alright. So, it says it includes 25 miniatures, Janzar, 5 Howling Banshees, 1 Falcon, and 1 Viper on the Eldar side, the Craftworlds side, and we've got Drazar, 5 Incubi, 5 Scourges, 5 Helions, and 1 Venom on the Dark Eldar side, or the Drukhari side. Plastic glue and tools required for this box. So when I was looking at the picture of this initially, I was wondering, because they have the picture of these things so small, it was like, is that all you got in the box? But I have calculated it, and to buy this kit, you save 25% on all of the minis that are in here. Yeah. Okay, wow. Let's just take this all out of the box. And of course, some of the minis aren't currently available other than in this thing, at least online, when I was looking at it. Oh my goodness, there are so many pieces. A pretty poster. We'll have to put that up somewhere. And 2, 3 little booklets, it says. Okay, so we've got all the bases needed. 25 millimeters, 32 millimeters, and looks like the new 28 millimeters all in there. 2 Eldar transfer sheets. We're just going to look through all of these guys first before we go into the books. Alright, first let's look at Janzar. Look at that hair. That is some flowing hair. I suppose it's not really her hair, but could be. Look at that pose. It's so dynamic. And look what she's standing upon. Nice weapon. Ooh. Very angry mask. So intricate. Alright, and then here are her Howling Banshees. Currently, I checked on the line for these guys to find price, and currently there are no Howling Banshees online except for what you can get in here. So you make 5 Howling Banshees, but you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 heads to choose from. Very intricate poses as well. And they're also standing on the runes of something. Their little icon. Howling Banshees. And we've got the Viper. and drivers. And part of the Falcon. Look at that gun. And those guns. And that gun. So clean. So cleanly done. Another option for a gun. And the hull. When painting big tanks like this, I find airbrushing to be the way to go. For sure. If you don't have access to an airbrush though, find the base color in a high quality spray paint, either Army Painter or Citadel, or does Vallejo do it? Well, Army Painter or Citadel. Find your base color in a nice spray. We'll make it easy. We'll go on smooth. Drazar, armed with the Executioner's demi-claves. Wow, look at the intricate base. Look at that. Nice find. So much going on with these small characters, and yet it all blends together so nicely. Where's it? Oh, there it is. There's the chest. I do enjoy those big shoulder pads that they have. I like them. Alright, so we have the Venom with all sorts of choices of weapons and extra mean bits. 3 riders are supposed to be on here, but she looks like you get 4 heads. Is that a head? Yes, it is a head. So, extra head. Look at that lattice work. Nice. And all the various weapons that you can choose from. Spiky, so many spiky bits. Here are our 5-man group of scourges. Look at those pretty wings. Ooh, bat wings. Looks like you've got 5 heads. Sorry, you're supposed to have 5 guys and you have 6 heads, 7 heads to choose from. So many weapon options. Three males, 2 females. Oh. 8 heads. Well, if you're looking for futuristic, alien-esque, really cool looking guys, the Drukhari definitely fall under that. You added it. Let's look at the incubi. The incubi are also currently only available. Well, when I'm doing this video, they are currently only available in this box. The incubi are. Go. So they're supposed to be a group of 5. We've got 1, 2, 3 heads. Look at those weapons. Bet they're nasty in combat. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there's the front of a mask. Okay, so we've got backs of masks and fronts of masks. You probably get to 10. 5 bald ones, bareheaded ones, and 5 masks. As you like. And lastly, the Hellions. Supposed to be 5 Hellions as well, and it looks like you got a bunch of heads. Yeah, 10 heads. With hair, without hair, from looks of it. Wow. Or with mask and without mask, actually. Oh. Why doesn't he have something on his feet? That doesn't look safe. He has boots. You have no shoes. Wow. Interesting. 3 guys and 2 girls. Look at those savage weapons. And we got some extra little bits and bobs. Like some hanging skulls and hanging heads. Who doesn't like hanging skulls and hanging heads off your ship? Very savage. These space pirates. Nice whips. Some guns. At least one gun. Looks like there's guns on the ships. Well, on their very angry looking hoverboards. Alright, ogling done. Let's have a look at what's in here. Assembly guide. This is the little fold out how to play 40k, which is always nice to have. This will get you through the most everything that you need to know on how to play the game. These are really handy. And you know, you just need the rulebook for situational things. This will get you through a basic game, so that's very nice. The thick assembly guide. I guess there are a lot of models to go through. Showing you your options. Look at all the different options you could lay them out with. All the different gun choices. All the different gun choices for the Viper as well. Two-handed or one-handed sword options for the incubi. optional bits of scrap and angry looking thing. Look at all the options you have to put on their side. So many different options. And all the different head options. For these scourges. And all the different bits and bobs that you can put on them. On the hellions. And if you want to follow the color scheme of the box, they have it on the back of the assembly guide. Alright, and here we have mostly fluff, but also all of your data sheets, if I recall correctly. Yes. Fluff. Yep, and data sheets. So the data sheet for Zane Zar and her Howling Banshees. Ooh, it even tells you the it even gives you this. Let's see, this section has the data sheets you will need in order to fight battles with your Craftworlds miniature. Each data sheet includes the characteristics profiles of a unit as well as its war gears and abilities. With the exception of some units, such as the mysterious Phoenix Lords, most Azurani belong to a Craftworld and have the Craftworld keyword. When you include such a unit in your army, you must nominate which Craftworld the unit is from. You then simply replace the Craftworld keyword in every instance on the unit's data sheet with the name of your chosen world. For example, if you were to include a falcon in your army and you decided it was from Craftworld same hand, then its Craftworld keyword is changed to same hand in the first sentence. Yes, okay. Yeah, that's easy enough. The following abilities are common to several units in this section. Ancient Doom. You can reroll hit rolls in the fight phase for this unit in a turn in which it charges or is charged by a Slanesh unit. However, you must add 1 to morale tests for this unit if it is within 3 inches of a Slanesh unit. Okay. If this unit moves or advances in its movement phase, weapons, excluding heavy weapons, are used as if the unit had remained stationary. Cool. Excluding heavy weapons. So here's Jane Zar. And she is a character, infantry, Phoenix Lord Jane Zar. So, she is equipped with the Silent Death, the Blade of Destruction. She moves 8 inches, 2+ weapon skill, 2+ ballistic skill, 4 strength, 4 toughness, 6 wounds, 4 attacks, 9 leadership, saves on a 2+. Nice. The Silent Death is a range 12, assault 4, strength of 4, AP -3, 1 damage. Cool. The Blade of Destruction, which is melee, is 2+ strength, -3 AP, D3 damage. You can reroll wound rolls for this weapon. Cool. She's got that Ancient Doom and Battle Focus that we just talked about over there. She has a Banshee Mask. Enemy units cannot fire Overwatch at this model, which is great. So she's a Banshee. She is acrobatic. This model can advance and charge in the same turn. In a turn in which it advanced, you can declare a charge move for this model if there are any enemy units within 15 inches of it, and you can add 3 to the resulting charge rule. Nice. And War Shout. Your opponent must subtract 1 from hit rolls in the fight phase for attacks that target this model. Nice. So these are, just the basic Banshee rules. So all of the Howling Banshees have those 3 things as well. Well, actually, that's all the abilities of the Howling Banshee. Then her special ones are Cry of War Unending. This model and friendly units of Howling Banshees that are within 6 inches of it at the start of the fight phase always fight first in the fight phase, even if they didn't charge. If the enemy has units that have charged or that have a similar ability, then alternating choose units to fight with, starting with the player whose turn it is taking place. Cool. Nice. Stick close to your Howling Banshees. The Storm of Silence. When this model is picked to fight, instead of using its attacks characteristic, you can instead make a number of attacks equal to the number of enemy models within 2 inches of it after any pile-in moves have been made. Sorry, what was that? Wow, that's really neat. Shifty Swarms, instead of having attacks, 4 attacks, you can instead, and you don't have to, but you can instead make a number of attacks equal to the number of enemies models within 2 inches of it after any pile-in moves have been made. Well, nasty. I'm wondering how often they'll accidentally bring in a swarm. Probably only once. Howling Banshees data sheet. And we've got the Vipers, the Falcon, the Deadly Azurani. Very nice. Alright, the Dark Eldari. So, similar thing. Most Drukhari belong to a Cabal, which called our Homunculus Coven, and have the Cabal, which called our Homunculus Coven keyword. When you include such a unit in your army, you must nominate which Cabal, which cult, or Homunculus Coven the unit is from. You then simply replace the following keyword with, combat drugs. Before the battle, roll on the table below to see which combat drug this unit is using. Alternatively, you can pick the bonus the unit receives, but if you do this, you cannot choose a bonus that has already been taken by another unit until all 6 combat drugs have been taken once each. And the combat drugs are Adrenalite, +1 to attacks characteristic, Grave Lotus, +1 to strength, Hypix, +2 to movement, Painbringer, +1 to toughness, Serpentine, +1 to weapon skill characteristic, i.e. weapon skill 3+ becomes weapon skill 2+, and Splinter Mind, +2 to leadership. Poison weapon, wound rolls of 4+ for attacks made with this weapon are successful. Cool. Unless the target is a vehicle or Titanic unit, in which case wound rolls of 6+ made for this weapon are useful for poisoned weapons. This unit gains, that reminds me of the Splintered Fang, actually, in Warcry. Cool. This unit gains a bonus depending on which battle round it is, as shown below. Note that all bonuses are cumulative. For example, in the second battle round, wounds are ignored on a roll of 6, and you can reroll the dice when determining how far a unit advances or charges. Power from Pain. Battle round 1. Inured to suffering. Roll 1d6 each time a model with this bonus loses wound. On a 6, the model does not lose that wound. Cool. Feel no pain sort of thing. Battle round 2. Eager to Flay. You can reroll the dice when determining how far a unit with this bonus moves when it advances or charges. Cool. Battle round 3. Flensing Fury. Add 1 to hit rolls made for units with this bonus in the fight phase. Nice. So kind of sometimes really decide how you move your models. Battle round 4. Emboldened by Bloodshed. Units with this bonus automatically pass morale tests. Do not roll the dice. Well. Add 5+ Mantle of Agony. Subtract 1 from the leadership characteristic of enemy units that are within 6 inches of any units with this bonus in the morale phase. So you just keep getting better and better as time goes by. Well, neat. Alright, so Drazar. Drazar is equipped with Executioner's Demiclaves. Either a single blade or dual blades. So Drazar moves 7 inches, 2+ weapon skill, 2+ ballistic skill, 4 strength, 4 toughness, 6 wounds, 4 attacks, 9 leadership, and 2+ saving. The other character moved 8 inches, This one moves 7 inches, otherwise that is all the same. Now, only melee. Each time the bear fights, choose one of the profiles below. Melee with 1, it is +1 to strength, so we could choose 5 strength, versus if you did it two-handed, it'd just be 4 strength. AP for one-handed is -3 versus dual blades is -2, and the damage for each hit is 2 damage. However, for dual blades, a model attacking with dual blades can make 2 additional attacks with them each time it fights. So it would make, instead of 4 attacks as it would with a single blade, it'll make 6 attacks. So you've either got 4 attacks at 5 strength, -3 AP and 2 damage, or 6 attacks at 4 strength, -2 AP and 2 damage. That's nice. Power from Pain. It does not have... Yeah, so this one does not have the combat drugs or the poison weapon ability, but it does have the Power from Pain ability. Eternal Warrior. This model has a 5+ invulnerable save. Murderous Assault. If this model charges in the charge phase, it can fight an additional time in the next fight phase. Wow, nice. Vicious. Lethal Precision. If the wound roll for an attack made with a melee weapon by this model is an unmodified 6, add 2 to the damage characteristic of that melee weapon for that attack. So that's 4 damage just with 1 attack. If you get a 6 on a wound roll. Nasty. Tormentors. Each time your opponent takes a morale test for a unit that is within 6 inches of any enemy incubi. Okay, Drazar is an incubi, right? Character, infantry, Drazar, and he's incubi. Each time your opponent takes a morale test for a unit that is within 6 inches of any enemy incubi units, and the result of the morale test equals the highest leadership characteristic in the unit, the test is failed, and 1 model flees the unit. Master of Blades, add 1 to wound rolls for friendly incubi units while they are within 6 inches of this model. So you want to keep your incubi close to the lead incubi. And the incubi, yep, they just had the Tormentors and Lethal Precision and Powerful Pain. And our Keelians have the Power from Pain and Combat Drugs. And they're hit and run. You can fall back in the movement phase and still charge in the same turn. And Power from Pain on the Scourges, the Venom. Which of these guys have poison weapons? Right? Oh, there it is. Okay. The Helians. A Splinter Pistol, Splinter Pods, and Agonizers are where the poison weapons fall in. Ooh, and all the Scourges have lots of poison weapons. And the Venom has poison weapons. So nasty. There we are. And yeah, we've got some mission options for you for campaign games. And a battle plan. Battle plans. And points. So, Drazar is 120 points. Janezar is 115 points, including their war gear. Falcon is 110, not including war gear. Howling Banshees are 9 each, not including war gear. And Vipers are 40 each, not including war gear. Yeah. Helians are 14 each. Incubi are 16 each. Scourges are 12 each. And Venom is 55 each. Okay, so I'll calculate exactly what points values we have here. So we can see exactly how much it is. And you should be able to see that now on the screen. As always, that is always fun to go through the new starter set. So they say that you can play them together in one big army, or you can play them as 2 separate armies and fight each other. So initially looking at it, it was like, well, my goodness, it's It seems rather pricey, doesn't it? But I calculated it, and you absolutely save 25% on that, and I'll have a breakdown of what everything costs in percentages. Oh my goodness, those two characters look quite nasty. Enjoyable. And yes, they are only available in this kit, the two characters. And also they're Incubi and the Howling Banshees. I know once upon a time you could get them as a box, but currently they do not seem to be available online. The only way to get them is through this box. Well, if you'd like the video, give us a like. And if you'd like to see more unboxings of Warhammer and other Warhammer related items, and of course painting up miniatures like these, subscribe to our channel and hit that bell notification to find out as soon as we put out our next video. Until next time, bye!